this quantum AI era, guess what? We have to add value in brand new ways. Why? Because AI does something called algorithmic intelligence that is exactly what we do. What we learned at school was this exact concept that says, if this happens, then that. If that happens, then this. If this happens, then that. That's what you're doing all day. That's what all of us are doing all day. It's called algorithmic intelligence. I go from one decision to another, to another, to another. Guess what AI does? It does exactly that, and much better. Just like a tractor is 3,000 times stronger than us, AI will not only be 3,000 times stronger than us, but 1,000,000 times stronger than us in the way it thinks and in the way it brings about outcome-based, efficient, logical, analytical ways of thinking. And so this is the era we're in right now. And guess what? When we went from agricultural to industrial, there was huge panic around the world because everything that we had done for generations was coming to an end. And here we are today where everything we've done for 250 years is now starting to become irrelevant. So panic. People aren't processing emotions. They're arriving at this strange new world in trepidation, in anxiousness, and in anger, not in optimism. I didn't hear any optimism up here. That was everything was difficult. Things are going to be tough. We don't know if it's happening. And it's true. Things are tough. But what we have to realize is that the skill of the future has to evolve. We can't keep solving tomorrow's problems with yesterday's intelligence. So we went from following your forefathers to following the system. And remember that the system itself is starting to implode right in front of our eyes. The system itself is not standing up anymore. Like I said, you went to university, got your degree, used to guarantee a job that doesn't guarantee you anything more. So the guarantees of the system are starting to fall away. So you went from following your forefathers to following the system to now following your talent, your brilliance, your genius. It's not about fitting in anymore, it's about fitting out. Because how many accountants get qualified every year? Millions. How many lawyers? Millions. How many doctors? Millions. How many of everything? Millions. Which means that when you finish, you're like everybody else. The system is now commoditized. It's demonetized. It's democratized. Meaning that even AI is now starting to come in and do all those jobs for us. Quick show of hands here. Who's got kids? Not many people make babies in Romania. People don't have kids back there. They've got lots of good TV. Nobody's papa. Nothing going on in Romania. How many of you got kids in Romania? Thank you. Wow. All of a sudden, you guys made kids in 3 seconds. Well done. Thank you. How many of your kids want to be influencers? Yeah, good. Yeah, great. Now, that same laugh that I just got, that went, you know what that laugh is? This little idiot. What does this little idiot want to go and do on schmick-tock, tick-tock, stock-tock? I don't know what this rubbish is. What my child should do is go and study a textbook like me to get ready for 1985. And the way you laugh at your kid wanting to be an influencer is because you don't understand it. Because you become old. Just like your grandmother laughed at you when you wanted to do fashion. Remember that? And now we have become our parents and our grandparents. And you know what your child is desperate to do? Is to have a unique voice. That's what they want to be an influencer for. They just want to be unique in the way they express themselves. They don't want to fit into the system that you're pretending to be happy in. And that's what's happened, is that the system gave us a false sense of security. And you want your child to be in a false sense of security. Not happy, not curious, not excited, but be safe. And it shows us that this uniqueness will become your child's currency in the future. In fact, my life, I travel around the world doing what I do because of my unique way of putting stories together around neuroscience, AI, and strategy. Nobody else does it like I do it. And so your uniqueness becomes your currency of the future. And the future is not about doing one job over and over and over. It's about unlearning and learning and unlearning and unlearning. And this is the dynamic, complex world that we're moving into, where your 10-year-old child will have up to 29 different careers in the future. Which means that we have to think about adding value to the world in brand new ways. And this is the panic, because all we've ever understood was algorithmic intelligence. And as we move into this future, we realize that the massive difference in preparation for the future is all about this concept. It's not about what you know. What you know is becoming irrelevant, because what you know is dating, and also what you know is changing. So when a company asks me to go and talk on the top 10 trends of fintech or the top 10 trends of healthcare, my response always is, those trends are irrelevant, because in 3 months they could be changing. In 6 weeks they could be changing, which means that trends mean nothing anymore. And even Jean Christopher, where is he? Oh, he left. It's typical French. Anyway, so Jean Christopher even said things change all the time so quickly, and that's exactly it, is that what you know is irrelevant. How you behave is the key. Which means that it's not about brain, it's about emotions. This is a very different skill that we have to start developing for where we're going.